Sensei Franck, House of Champion, Americana from the mount, part 2 variation. Okay, so a quick adjustment. I announced the move, the first variation as Kimura from the mount. No, that was Americana arm lock from the mount. Okay, so now this is the variation. So let's go over the move, and as usual, I go over the details. Okay, let's go over the details. So now mount position, but this is going to be a low mount. Okay, this is going where I'm leaning on top of my opponent using the hooks. Okay, so once again on the dummy it's not obvious. Okay, but I have here head control. My hand is there for base, just to prevent any attempt from my opponent to roll me from one side or to the next. Okay, so now this arm is in the way. Okay, so I pin the arm. Okay, so I'm taking care of this guy here. Okay, so his reflex, of course, is going to fight the pin and to maybe bring his hand inside. Okay, so I have this option. So pinning, he's going to try to fight it, bring the arm close to his head, and my bottom hand grab the wrist. Okay, so I have two hands taking care of his arm. Okay, so now I'm going to loop around the head and land my elbow. Okay, good control. Okay, 2 on 1. So my top hand control the wrist, my bottom hand creep under, palm up, palm down, head down, hook, and body torque onto the elbow and shoulder. Okay, once again, low mount, head control here. Okay, so I control the head like so, under the neck. Okay, so there is one hand in front of my face, I pin it to the mat, he's fighting it. So I'm using his reaction to bring his arm closer to the head. 2 on 1, loop around the head, land my elbow, bottom hand, palm up, palm down under his arm, grab my own wrist, curl my wrist, paintbrush, head down, looking toward the lock, using my hook, and that's it. Okay, so the paintbrush effect is very important, because from here, if I don't paint the mat with his wrist, I'm not limiting his range of motion from his shoulder. Okay, so if I'm here and I try to finish, there is no tension. So I just want to make sure that his wrist goes down like so, and I'm lifting his elbow. Okay, very important. So once again, low mount, head control, my hooks are alive here, pin, bring over, 2 on 1, loop over, plant my elbow, my free hand, from 2 on 1, I'm going to creep under, palm up, palm down, grab the wrist, paintbrush, my hook, remember, paintbrush, torque your body, and boom, it's going to tap. Okay, so there is also another variation which is pretty much the same, but this is going only differ in the way that I'm going to get this arm for me to catch. Okay, so I'm here, head control, my hand for base. You know, I'm going to annoy him here onto the neck area, so I can punch or I can, you know, like try to sink a choke. Just try for me to create a reaction, okay? So it's going to intervene here, okay? So when the hand comes in, catch it, control with my bottom hand, loop around, heavy elbow on the paintbrush hook, and torque. Okay? So that's this is an interesting variation. It's very simple, but very, very efficient, okay? So, as usual, go slow, be safe, tap early, and enjoy the process. Os!